For our mission to increase the power of our stock long-term test SRX, we've come back to Precision EFI to work through 3 of their 4 stages of tuning. And that should take our stock SRX's power up from its 200 horsepower to 280. Now that's a 40% hit over stock.
It's all about passion and a dream I had since I started in the reflash. I wanted to be, let's say, to make a comparison, a McLaren, the high-end of the snowmobile market. So we try to put all the attention to the small details. So I want the experience for the customers from the order to when he received the package to when he installed it, and then he goes ride it. I want a 12 out of 10 note at the end of the day. So going on the 2-stroke business also, but it's going to be more on the next year. We're planning of doing the Ski-Doo 850, the 850 Polaris. We already have products for the 8000 C-Tech 2, Arctic Cat. So definitely the focus will be to do a nice packaging for the mountain, but it's mainly trail and mountain. From the clutching, from the exhaust, from the throttle response, I always try to make the perfect ride.
The first stage of the power pipeline is a simple ECU reflash that could be done at any one of Precision EFI's dealers, and that gets you 30 horsepower. From there, the stages build on one another all the way up to the Stage 4 kit that gets you 320 horsepower.
Stage 1 for sure is the easy go. It's like you bring the sled to a dealer. It's take 3 to 4 minutes. You come in, they flash your sled, you're out, you're ready to go. You have 30 horsepower more on a stock sled, so without changing any parts of it. That's our Stage 1. Stage 1 is going to give you better throttle response. That's the big difference for sure. And the 30 horsepower more on the high RPM also you're going to feel there. But even just the customer take his Stage 1 and he's going to notice right away, just on trail condition, when you get out of the corner or something, you just repress on the gas and you're going to feel right away the difference.
After Stage 1, I went for a quick burn to get a handle on the difference. Now I know the SRX has got a lack of rear grip with the 1-inch track, but I do like how the track balances the handling of the machine, and I was curious to feel what 30 more horsepower would do to that.
Stage 2 is the package where you need to change exhaust to have more flow from it, and some weights in the clutch to be able to match the RPM from the power you're adding. Stage 2, it's sort of like the middle between a little bit bigger package at the 280 and the 230. The Stage 2, you're going to have a 250 horsepower. So it's normally more a guy who wants a little bit more than the Stage 1, but not going too far in the horsepower, if we can say.
The SRX and the new power is definitely turning the track harder, and you can feel that pull in the bars at any throttle position, especially rolling in throttle between corners where the SRX would hook up a little better. I wish I had studs, and I'm ready for more stages.
Stage 3 for the SRX is going to be the continuing of the Stage 2, which is same exhaust, free-flowing exhaust with some weights in the clutch. For sure, we're going to need to put more weight in the clutch for the Stage 3 because we're adding another 30 horsepower to bring it to 280. Again, all the rest of the sled needs to stay stock. We just put an exhaust and some clutch weight, and you're ready to go with your 80 horsepower gain. Hardware between Stage 2 and 3 is going to be the same. It's going to be more. Only the programming is going to change, so you're going to have a little bit more boost between those 2 stages. The riding feel, it's really nice on the Stage 3, honestly, because you just have enough power to get a lot of fun in some straight with your sled, and you still gonna have a nice feeling in a trail also for throttle response and everything. So it's a really nice package for that's our main one we're selling the most here actually, the multi-map Stage 3, which will give you access to change out the mapping on the stock cluster.
With the Stage 3 kit installed, we went on a quick loop of around 100 kilometers. And even though the power of the Stage 3 kit is easily felt in the seat of the pants, it's the poise of its delivery that's most impressive. It's seamless. It feels like a Yamaha Sidewinder with its familiar and linear power delivery. It just has more of it. I was expecting a bigger hit somewhere in the power band that would produce unpredictable ride characteristics, but there was none of that. The 280 horsepower of this stage is completely rideable. But don't let that fool you into thinking that this improvement isn't doing much. speed is even more effortless over the stock SRX, and it's spooky how quickly it builds that speed, and even spookier when it comes time to brake for the corners.
Stage 4 is just fuel upgrade system, airbox, and map sensor. You're adding over that headers before the turbo, so the headers before, and you're going to be able to run the 320 horsepower on pump. So it's crazy to get that power on a real trail sled. Like you have your 320 and you can go to the gas station and run like just a 91 octane and continue your day. It's really amazing, honestly, because everybody you're gonna cross in the trail or something, if they want to get that power, normally they're running race fuel or something, like, and not in that case. It's really 100% trail package.
For the SRX, we're going to cap this thing off at stage 3. Not because Sebastian isn't willing to install the stage 4, it's just at this point, we're pretty much well beyond the traction capable of a 1-inch track without any traction devices. The SRX is awesome though, and I don't think I'll ever be able to ride another stalker. Traction is the key to big power, and I'm looking forward to the extra grip that this beast has got. Now the SRX, it was good, but you can definitely feel it was suffering from its 1-inch track and lack of grip. This sled though, its power and its track package should give me a better idea what 320 horsepower feels like when it hooks up.
I drive too fast, but I haven't crashed, so I won't hit the brakes.
The shop sled is a 2018 limited edition. I think it was the 50th anniversary. We've done pretty much everything that Precision EFI builds. It's on this machine right now. We started with stage 1 and we built our way up to stage 4. We found all the weakness on the machine and we improved every time we were increasing the horsepower out of it. So this one makes 320 horsepower on pump gas. We also race with this machine, so we can switch in the map to the full race mode. By using the twin port wastegate that we got right now, we can increase to 27 to 30 pounds of boost when it's time to race. So the only thing we need to do to go to the race is just put a straight pipe muffler and change the clutching and put race fuel in, and that's it. What I wanted to do first, I just put trail studs on it. So what we've done is we put chisels in the middle of the track and ice triggers on the outside, so we can have braking, because chisels and brakes doesn't go together. So that's my setup when I want to go race. It's more a lake racer, this guy. So when I want to race on the lake, definitely that's my setup there. It's four pins per row, so we try to get as much traction as we can.
You might have to excuse me while I have a love-in with this sled and a bromance with Sebastian for creating it, because this stage 4 kit is awesome. This thing has got drag sled acceleration despite the loose trail conditions we're riding in, but it also feels like a stock Sidewinder with its ride and handling, and it feels perfectly normal riding the trails. At part throttle, you would never know there's 320 horsepower under the hood. The only clue there's something going on under there is a quicker throttle response. But as soon as the flipper gets anywhere near the bars, the stage 4 starts pulling and simply doesn't stop. Sebastian built this system with priority on trails, and he succeeded. It's still a regular Sidewinder, just with way more power everywhere. However, you do have to ride with a head on your shoulders and a good connection down to your throttle thumb. A stock Sidewinder and its paltry 200 horsepower will never feel the same again.
I would say it's as smooth as stock. It's very predictable power. It's all about throttle response. We try to make as much as possible a linear power curve. So every time, like let's say now with a stage 4, I'm gonna be probably at 90 miles an hour on a stock machine, close to wide open throttle. This guy now, it's like 50-40% throttle. You can reach like a very good cruising speed. And it's just like when you need the power, you got it.